ever wondered if fate, or something far darker, can pull people into the depths of evil? Imagine a story where love and malevolence intertwine, creating a storm of violence that leaves a nation in shock. This is the story of Charmaine Phillips and Pieter Grundlingh, South Africa's very own Bonnie and Clyde, a tale of bewildered evil that changed a country forever. Charmaine Phillips, notoriously dubbed the Obscene Angel, and her partner in crime, Pieter Grundlingh, embarked on a grisly journey that painted a blood-stained trail across the eastern parts of South Africa. Charmaine, showing no remorse, hurled profanities in court, while Pieter, branded a monstrous devil, remained cold and unfeeling. This is their chilling story, a narrative so compelling that it became the first ever court case broadcast live to the entire country. Judge Milner, the presiding judge in the case, had to stop the spectacle due to Charmaine's obscene behavior, bringing the media circus in the courthouse to a halt. On June 15, 1983, Gerald Meyer, aged only 39, enjoyed a day of surfing at Mofosi Beach in KwaZulu-Natal. This is, in my opinion, the most beautiful beach in all of South Africa. It's well known for surfing, but in particular, kitesurfing. That evening, he met a seemingly charming couple, Charmaine and Pieter, and under the pretense of sharing some marijuana, they led him to a secluded spot. The evening ended with a close-range shot to his head. His life violently cut short. A mere 4 days later, on June 19th, Vernon Swart's life ended in a similarly brutal fashion. Promised safety by Charmaine, he was tied to a tree, then coldly shot in the head by Pieter. Vernon had simply accepted a ride from the couple, falling victim to their deadly ruse of smoking marijuana. Barend Greyvenstein's tragic fate unfolded on June 27, 1983. After meeting the couple at a bar and making a joke about betting all of his money on a rugby game, he was coerced into handing over his bank card and his PIN number. Another headshot echoed in the night, tragically ending his life. Their final victim, Martin Mofosi, is a haunting reminder of apartheid's cruel grip. A black man lost to history's prejudice, Martin's identity and story remain largely obscured. His murder was yet another act of senseless violence fueled by systemic racism. This story, deeply disturbing, underscores the countless lives lost to violence and injustice. What we do know about Martin was that he was merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. The lives of Charmaine and Pieter, though often overshadowing their victims' stories, are crucial to understanding their descent into infamy. Pieter was once a loving child who changed drastically after a prison stint for drug possession. Charmaine was born into a life of misery and suffering. She experienced pain, abandonment, and loss from a very, very young age, and her backstory includes the murder of her mother, a life in foster care, leading to a path of survival through selling her body. Their fateful meeting marked the beginning of a destructive journey. Pieter, a con man, promised Charmaine the world and a better life. Pieter had just been out of prison on parole at the time of their first meeting. Together they lived as nomads, surviving through crime. Their criminal activities escalated, leading to the murders that would earn them their notorious nickname, South Africa's Bonnie and Clyde.
Pieter was sentenced to death by hanging, as was the law under South Africa's capital punishment at the time. Charmaine, only 19, avoided the death penalty due to her age and instead received 124 years in prison, effectively a life sentence.
Pieter was hanged on July 30th, 1985. Charmaine, once deemed a psychopath, was later found to be kind and honest. In prison, she became an award-winning hairstylist and artist. Paroled in 2004, she now lives a quiet life running a hair salon. Their son, Pieter, tragically echoed his mother's path, succumbing to a life of drugs and HIV, dying in 2006. Charmaine solemnly standing by his grave, not uttering a single word.
I would like to extend a very special thank you to Neville Peterson, who allowed me to use some of the photographs that he took at the trial of Charmaine Phillips and Pieter Grundlingh in 1983 in his role as an official news media photographer. Though Charmaine's life turned around, the darkness of the past lingers. The victims' lives taken so callously remind us of the real cost of their crimes. Charmaine's story, a blend of tragedy and redemption, leaves us questioning whether she could have been saved from her dark fate had she never met Pieter. Or perhaps, through the suffering and at the cost of many lives, even parts of her own, Charmaine finally found the freedom that eluded her since birth. Fate had set her on a collision course with bewildered evil, and in the end, it was that very darkness that shattered the shackles of her past.